Hey YouTube, I'm back and I want to do my very first tag. Yay, Moose doing a tag. Okay, now the name of this tag is called Life Expectancy. Now let me explain something. It's written in the dictionary or according to Wikipedia. Life expectancy means that it is the expected, in a statistical sense, the number of years of life remaining of a given age. Okay, but in this tag, now it even have parentheses around it on Wikipedia, so you can look that up if you want. I'll also put that in the bottom. Okay, but in this tag, we're going to use this as a statistical sense on how you feel about life situations, okay? Or what you expect out of life, okay? All right. Number one, who do you think work harder at relationships, males or females? Why and why not? Well, and let me see, because I don't want to be biased because I'm a female, okay? First off. Okay, I think that in order for a relationship to work, it's going to take both the male and the female, or whoever your lone life partner is. It's going to take the two of you in order to make a relationship work. I don't think that phrases like you work harder than me or I work harder than you should even come out an individual's mouth, because you're both working hard at trying to stay together. So that's my personal opinion about who works harder in a relationship, males or females. Or, I mean, that has nothing to do with it. Whether you with a dog, if that's your relationship and you feel like you want to work it out with a dog, then it's going to take that dog respecting you and you respecting that dog in order for your relationship as the owner and the dog, in order for it to last. So in that situation, I don't know who works harder, males or females. Okay, question number 2. Do you think that expectations are held at a higher standard in the beginning of a given relationship? Why or why not? Yes. And the reason why I think that standards are held high in the beginning of a relationship is because you're first meeting a person, you don't know them. Even if you're attracted to them, you don't know what type of person they are. And to be honest with you, I feel that you will never ever get to know a person totally. You may know what they will and will not do if you've been with them for a long period of time, but to just say that you know that person as a whole, I don't think you'll ever get to know them, because something is gonna happen where it's gonna be like, you never told me that before, or I ain't never seen you do this before or that before. So I just basically don't think you'll ever get to know, just one individual, whether you spend your life with them or not. This is just a personal opinion of mine. And I think that when we hold our expectations so high because of previous relationships, and we know that we don't want to go through the same thing that we've been through before, so we expect for them to come in doing what the other person didn't do. And if they do it in the beginning and then all of a sudden you together, now you getting married and they don't do it anymore, we still holding them at that expectation it was when we first met them, when really a person is going to change no matter how good they are in the beginning. You got to know they're going to change. And I think that's where you get comfortable at. And I mean, it's just foolish to think that that person is going to stay the same from the get-go. Personal opinion. Okay, number 3. Who makes the most sacrifices in a relationship, males or females? Why or why not? Mm. I think that both male and female, or whoever your partner is, I think that both individuals um, make sacrifices. Your sacrifices may not be the same as my sacrifices, but that doesn't make my sacrifice any less greater than your sacrifices. I think that from personal speaking, that when you talk about sacrifices, it's basically like you're saying, I do more than you, or you do more than me. Example, if you have a breadwinner in your household and you stay at home and that person pays all the bill because they're the breadwinner, but you cook, clean, wash, make sure the family flows smoothly. That's a sacrifice. You're sacrificing your time. You're sacrificing spending time. You're sacrificing making sure that it's a clean and healthy environment. So I don't think that it should even be who makes what type of sacrifices in a relationship. Again, personally speaking, your sacrifices is no greater than anybody else's sacrifices. And because I don't make my sacrifices like you think that I should make my sacrifices, doesn't mean that they're not sacrifices. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Question 4. Why does statistics say that most relationship ends because of financial hardship? Because I think that when, whenever, let's just speak about married people right now, okay? So say when you go and say those vows, for richer and poor, through thick and thin, blah, 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 blah. Even if you're not married, when you make a conscious decision that you're going to be in a monogamous relationship with someone, you are agreeing to whatever the other person has, baggage or not. You're agreeing that you can handle being with this person and this person only. Agree? Okay. So in that sense, I think that when it gets hard, when the kitchen get really, really hot, somebody is going to start running. Or somebody is going to get angry. Somebody's going to get loud. Somebody is going to start fussing and fighting. All because the individuals can't do what they want to do. Not what they need to do, but what they want to do. And what I mean by that is, between me and my husband, if he's the breadwinner and I stay at home and, I have to wait for him to get my hair done. I have to wait for him to, if I need some new mascara or get my nails done. And he say, okay, well, the money ain't here. And every time I go to him, he's telling me the same thing. Eventually, because we're all human, somebody's going to get mad. And I think that money is definitely the root of all evil. But if you pull it together and you can get through the financial struggles, everything else is a cool breeze. And personally speaking. Number 5. Would you be with a person, male or female, if all they had to give was love? I would. Because you can't buy love. And if somebody genuinely loves you, no matter, with all your flaws, with all your faults, even if I had to take care of them, one thing that we don't like as women is saying that we're going to take care of a man. But realistically speaking, we do. We wash their clothes, we iron their clothes, we buy them clothes, we make sure they looking good because they're an extension of us. And we know we ain't finna go out the door looking any kind of way. So why would we allow our mate or our man to do the same thing? But just for me personally, if all a person had to give was love to me, and that's all I really want. I want to be loved for who I am. I don't have to sugarcoat anything. I don't have to act in a certain way and be somebody that I'm not. Yes, drop of a hat, I would still be with that person. I would be with them. Okay. Number 6. What's more important to you, love or money? I'm just going to say both are important to me. And the reason why I say that is because I cannot operate without without the feeling of love. I'm not a very affectionate person. I'm not the type of person that be all up on you, crowd your space and stuff like that. But as long as you're in the same arena as me, whether I'm upstairs and you're downstairs, or whether I'm in the house and you're outside, as long as I know you're around me and that you love me, I mean, just with like a shadow of doubt, like unconditional love. I have to have that unconditional love, meaning that I don't have to give you nothing or do nothing for you in order for you to love me. As far as money goes, money, you have to have money just to live day to day. My husband say that all the time. You got to have gas, you got to have lights, so both of those things are important to me. You got to be able to live. Okay, number 7. Is it fair to cuff, meaning hide money from your significant other? Why not? Personally, I think, yeah, it's fair. Because if you don't, then what are you going to have? And maybe I'm a little biased here, but I have children. And yes, I'm married. Yes, I love my husband. But my husband can make a conscious decision to walk out on me and my kids at any point in time. And if that happens to me, how am I going to take care of my kids? What am I going to do if I don't have any cushion? And I know it may be wrong. I'm just personally stating my opinion. Is a question. I think it's fair. Not because I ever think my husband gonna leave me, but I gotta keep it safe for me and mine. Because those are my children. Whether I want to or not, I have to provide for them. So if it means that I have to cuff because we spend a lot of money, hey, how I know he ain't cuffing? I don't know. So I gotta protect me and mine. So yeah, I think it's very fair. Number 8. Would you tell your mate if you ever cheated? With me, honestly, I would. I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't like to sneak, and I'll tell on myself. I'm just going to put it all out there. Because my heart won't allow heavy things to, if something bothering me really, really heavy, I got to get that up out of me. And something as far as cheating, I would have to tell. I don't like to sneak around. And my husband hate when I say if I want to do something, I'm grown, I can do it. He hates that statement when I make that. But I do feel like I'm grown. I feel like that if I go out here and cheat, I got a made up mind. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. So why am I going to stay with you? If I know that it's something else out here that I want to do, that don't make sense to me. And I'm grown. If I decide to leave you, I have a right to leave you. That's my right. You may not agree with it, but that's my right. So as for would I tell? Yep, I really would. Number 9. If you were with someone that had a lot of money, would you expect for them to take care of you? Why or why not? I don't know. I'm a go-getter. All my life, I've always had my hand in something. I've always worked. I've always wanted to have my own. I don't want to have to ask, in my case, my husband for money to get my hair done or to buy me makeup or to get my nails done. I don't want to have to go through all that. I don't want to have to go through the feeling of you questioning me about why I need a certain amount of money. So in that case, if I was ever with someone that had a whole lot of money, would I expect for them to take care of me? No, because that's their money. It is a privilege and it's an honor to be with somebody that's financially stable, but all in all, it's still their money. They can take their money, their stuff, and leave you at a drop of a dime. You ain't gonna have none of the money. So in my case, no. That way, I'm not expecting for them to take care of me, and everything they do for me is a plus. So yeah, I wouldn't expect for them to take care of me. And last and final, question 10. Does weight gain or weight loss affect a relationship? Why or why not? I think that, yes, weight as a whole affects your relationship. When you gain weight, like a lot of us women, we have nice bodies before we have kids. And sometimes we don't even have to have kids, but life itself has taken a toll on us. And whatever slump we fell in, we have allowed our bodies to fall into that same slump. So we gain weight. We feel fatigued, tired, depressed, not attractive, don't want to have sex. Just leave me alone and let me slumber in my mess. And that affects your relationship with your mate because your mate may find you attractive. Your mate may want to touch on you all the time and be around you all the time. But because of the weight gain, we don't feel like, hey, okay, it's important for us to be intimate. As far as weight loss, yeah, they say it don't matter, but yeah. When you lose weight and they see you looking all good, it changes everything. It changes how they treat you, how they look at you. It changes everything. I just wanted to do this tag. It's my very first one. You can answer or participate at your own choice. I just felt like doing one, and this is what I wanted to talk about. So hope to see you all's video responses or comments to the questions, and see what I can learn from it. Okay, bye.